going on, Facebook?
Before we get started, can I tell you that I love you so much?
Of course, if you feel the need to. Why not? I like to hear it.
Share that with the
I
world.
like to hear it.
I want to share that with the world.
What's going on, Facebook? I'm going to invite some of our friends on here. What's going on as you come in? Welcome to the call. Welcome. Thanks for hopping on. I have an interesting topic today that's been on my mind. Hold on 1 second. What's going on? What's going on, Facebook? What's going on? Hey guys, what is going on? What's up, Charlene? How you doing, Charlene? It's probably nighttime over there, right? Good night.
Hello, Facebook.
What's going on? Alex, my friend, what's going on? Saludos.
I got my
Fred,
hair
what's
done.
going on? What's going on?
I'm stepping into my power. I got my hair done.
Guys, what is going on? It's midday, or it's midweek, right? Midweek. Wait, it's not even midday. It's late for me. I'm usually getting on here earlier, but you know, we've been running around. Doomsday prepping, I guess, if you want to call it that, or hurricane prepping. What's going on, guys? Hello. How you guys doing? So, did you read the topic?
I'm stepping into my power.
So, is it time for you to step into your leadership power? Or when is the time, right? When is it going to be? Is it now or never? You know, that is the question. That is the topic I want to talk about right now.
Are you the CEO of your life? Not of your business, of your life.
Chelsea, welcome. How you doing?
Are you the CEO of your life, guys?
So, Jennifer, I have a question for you, Jennifer. Okay. When did you decide that it was time for you to step in to your leadership power? That is the question. Answer. I want to hear from you.
This is live, guys. This ain't
I want to hear from you because I know you're a leader already. I know that, and I look at you as a leader, and I respect you as a leader. If I never did, I would never even got next to you, to be honest. So, just putting that out there.
Make me cry.
No, I seriously, and I seen
the same way about you.
Yeah, I seen you as a leader, and that's what kind of led me to you. You led me to you. So, you know, when did you decide that it was time for you to step into your leadership power and take control of your life and just lead? You know, because we all lead, guys. We are all leaders. Whether you want to face it or not, we are all leaders. All right? Whether you want to recognize it or not, we are all leaders. Now, you could be a leader and hide and pretend like you're not a leader so you can't get blamed or you can't take responsibility for what you're leading people into, right? But we're all leading. We're leading our own lives. We're leading our children, if we have children, or we're leading family members, or we're leading our community, or we're leading, co-workers, or we're leading partners, or we're leading, we're all leading something. We're all leading something, right? So when is it time for you to step into your leadership power? Is it time? Is it time for you to take control and say, okay, I'm a leader? What's going on, Eli? What's going on? I'm just in my moment right now, bro. You know how I get. So, Latasha, how you doing? Welcome, Latasha, all the way from London. Melanie, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome.
I see some leaders on this call.
Yes, I see leaders all around me all the time. But I recognize it. Do you recognize it? That is the question. All right, when is it time? When is it time for you to step up and take responsibility for your leadership? Whatever it is at home, at work, in business, in your community. What are you doing? We're all leaders. So anyway, Jennifer, how you doing, Melanie? Jennifer, so
I was trying to,
I
like,
need
think
to
back and push back.
right. So
Time.
when did you decide that say, man, I need to step up and be the leader of my life and take charge, whether it's your business, whether it's life in general. Usually it's just life in general, right? Because when you take charge of your life, everything else falls after. You know, everything comes because you're taking charge of your life. So you're going to do what you want to do, when you want to do it. You're going to be who you want to be with, right? When you take charge. That's stepping into your leadership power, guys. Believe it or not. When you decide to take charge of your life and say, listen, I'm tired of living like this. Do something about it. You're the only one that can. You're the only one that can. You have to believe in yourself. And you have to believe, okay, that you have the capabilities of doing anything you put your mind to. Anything. I don't care what it is. Okay? If not, if you're that passionate about it, you know, you'll do it. You'll lay down your life for it. If you're that passionate about it. All right? Who here has kids? Who here has kids? I have kids. And I will lay down my life for any of my children. Any of them. At any given moment, on demand. I will lay down. That's how passionate I am about the love that I have for my kids. You know, so when you're passionate about your life, and you're living in your passion, you're living in your purpose, you will lay down your life for it. If it means that much to you. And if it doesn't, you haven't found your purpose yet. You're not leading what you want. You're not really living or leading the life that you really want to live. You're not. So just like, stop. When is it time? When? You know what I mean? Like, listen, like bad things happen for a good reason, right? What just happened in Houston, right? The closer it gets to home, the more real it is, right? Why is it when we have a death in the family, sometimes it takes us to have a death in the family to come together as a family. Everybody comes together at the funeral. Everybody's crying at the funeral. But before that, nobody wanted to step into their power to lead the family to greatness, to bring the family together, to do the sacrifice, to bring everybody together, right? Why? Was it too hard? Was it not worth it? You see what I'm saying? So this thing happened in Houston. And it's bringing the nation together. Now we have Irma. Well, we have Irma coming through Puerto Rico and the islands, like heading towards Florida, and now everybody's panicking. And everybody, just why? Because a week ago it was Houston. Now, you know, next week it could be us. And it just makes you realize time is precious. It is the most valuable commodity we have. It's not even a commodity. It's an asset. It's an asset that we have. We all have that asset of time. It's very valuable. It's irreplaceable, guys. So when is it time? When is it time? When? When it's too late? When you physically can't do nothing? You know, like the time is now. The time is now. If you're living a life right now that you know is not fulfilling you, what you feel inside, right? Because inside of us, it's what's really living, guys. The outside is just a shell, but inside is where we're really living, right? Because our exterior, we could rock smiles all day long, but we could be dying inside in darkness. You know? So like, when is it? When do we release that out to the world? When do we release that darkness and just get filled with the light and just be like, listen, I'm going to live my life, right?
Unstoppable.
Letitia, shout out to Letitia. I just saw her effort moment, right? She's gotten to a point in her life. She's like, listen, I don't care what anybody thinks. I'm going to live my life. I'm going to step into my leadership power. I'm going to take control of my life. And I'm going to live it to the best of that I can, that I feel. It's about what you feel. It's not what I feel, not what she feels, not what you feel is right in here. Because guess what? If it feels right in here, then guess what? It's all right with the big guy upstairs. Let me tell you that right now. You know, I'm telling you, man. Listen, I don't even want to I'm not even going to go in deep hard on you guys. Believe me. You know, But I want to hear from Jennifer. I asked you a question. I want to hear. When did you realize that it was time for you to take control of your life?
I started crying because you mentioned the whole, people forget about family and stuff until people pass away. And I was going to talk about it. Like, that's kind of, I feel that when my mom passed away, that's when I was like, holy moly, like, I need to take charge of my life. What am I doing? I have no backbone. I have nothing, no one to like help me with these children. I mean, like, not even my kid's father, even when he was there at the time, it still wasn't enough leadership there, and I had to take charge. And that's when I moved here to Florida. Actually, my mom passed away, and I was like, F this, I'm gonna start a brand new life. I'm gonna do what I have to do for my kids. Like, nobody's gonna give me anything. I'm gonna make shit happen. And that was, I feel, my stardom to the whole, taking charge and being a leader and taking charge of my life and taking charge of my children's destiny, really their destiny. And then, when I came down here and then, I lost my job, that gave me more of a push to take action as far as what I wanted to do income-wise. I wanted to be the leader. I wanted to be the boss. I wanted to be, the person that nobody was ever gonna fire me again. Like, my paycheck depended on me. So as far as business, my life, as far as my life, when my mom passed away, but as far as business goes was when, I lost my job, and I was like, F this, I'm not gonna let nothing, hold me back from, being the best version of me. And that's when I started my self-development journey. That's when I started getting closer to God. That's when I found God, really, and I gave myself to God. And then I wanted to be a leader in my church, in the community. I want to lead people. I started a small group. I have people on Facebook that are probably watching this right now that came to my small group. I started a small group, and I took charge. I don't know what the hell I was doing. I never did a small group before. And I was like, where's the books? Where's the CD? How do I make it happen? And I made that happen. As far as business, the same way. I took charge. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was learning and learning and learning. I was like, I'm going to figure this out. And I figured it out. And that's exactly what happened to me.
Absolutely.
Sorry.
Wow.
I went in.
No, that's good. But, I know, you see what I'm saying? It's just, everybody's time is different. Everybody's time is different. Everybody. I feel that everybody is on their personal journey. Not two journeys are alike, they're similar, but, each of us are individuals. Each of us are unique. Each of us have special gifts, But when is it time for you to step into your leadership power, right? Especially if you're parents, right? Usually I see, people with kids, they step up because they know they have to. It's their kids, man.
If you're loving this life, share.
Absolutely.
Let me get some love. Some love.
I'm going to get in my flow. Listen, all right. So here we go. This is what I have to say, okay? I agree. Sometimes it takes, a tragedy. Right? A tragedy to happen for you to get a wake-up call. Sometimes it happens, financial tragedy, a financial crisis. Maybe you lose everything. You become homeless, right? And then you want to just step into your power and take charge then. Maybe someone leaves you, leaves your side. Maybe someone betrays you, right? Pain. If there's no pain, there's no growth. If there's no pain, there's no growth. Don't let the pain go into vain. Learn from it. Grow from it. Let it motivate you. Let it push you. Take a look at yourself. Don't blame others. You cannot control what anyone on this earth thinks or does to you. You can't. You can't control that. That's beyond your control. It will be beyond your comprehension. All right? Don't waste time. Don't waste time thinking about it. The only thing that you know for sure is what you do. How you control your thoughts. Right? What are you going to do next? That's the only thing that we can do as humans, as individuals, is what our actions that we take.
Hey, Jill.
Right? Listen, there's a lot. Let's talk about business for a minute. All right? Let me get on the business vibe. In business, if you made a decision, if you already made a decision, you already recognize yourself as a leader because you made a decision, right? You decided to step out of your comfort zone to say, okay, I'm going to start a business. Let's just say, I'm going to start a business. And you took that step forward. Now, you're going to let someone's opinion stop you from what you're doing. You're going to let the fear of what someone else might think of you. No one could judge you on this earth. No one could judge you on this earth. All right? There's only one thing that will judge you, and our judgment day, and we will all have our judgment day, trust me, okay? And there's going to be no one there with you. When your judgment day comes, there will be no one. You're going to look to the side, you're going to look back, no one but you. Then that's when your whole life is going to flash in front of you. Your decisions that you made, the decisions that you didn't make, the regret, everything is going to come to you at that point. It's going to be a flash. Oh man, right? At that point, don't live in regret. I'm telling you. At that point, you're going to realize a lot of things. Man, I should have took action. You know? And maybe I should have took action in my life. Maybe I should have left that guy. Maybe I should have left that girl. Right? I thought I should. That's what felt right, but I was scared. In fear of being alone. In fear that no one else would love me. That's where self-love comes in. And self-worthiness. You have to feel worthy of yourself. Right?
Yeah, it all starts with you.
And once you start doing this, guys, once you start practicing, personal development, it will lead you to the Bible. It will lead you to the Bible, trust me. 15 years plus, I was doing personal development. And, last year, the first day that I stepped into a church, willingly, I realized right away that all I was doing all along was doing personal development that was just leading me to the Bible. All right? I'm telling you right now, and we will be judged. Are you ready for that? When is the time? When is the time? We're all leaders. Like I said, we're all leaders, whether you want to face it or not. So you could sit there and you could do nothing and you could wither away. You could just whimper, be a victim. Well, in entrepreneurship, that's called victimhood. All entrepreneurs know what I'm talking about. That's called victimhood. You could get stuck in victimhood. 96%
of the world dies in victimhood. Are you going to die in victimhood?
Listen, victimhood. Are you going to step out of victimhood and become a victor? Or are you just going to stay there chilling with people in victimhood, complaining about whose life was worse? Who had the worst childhood? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? Why do it? Why? Or oh man, I can't believe they did that to me. I can't believe they betrayed me like that. I can't believe they gave up a friendship of 20 plus years for $500 a week. I can't believe they did that. Let it go. That's their choice. They're the ones that are going to have to deal with the consequences. Remember that. For every action, there's a reaction. Just be happy that you didn't make that decision. Just be happy that it wasn't you backstabbing somebody. Just be happy that you kept your integrity. All right? And remember, it doesn't matter what you've done in life. It doesn't matter because no one can judge you. No one on this earth can judge you. Remember that. So it doesn't matter where you've been, what you've done. All right? It only matters for you to step up, stand in your truth, and start living in righteousness and be a leader. And recognize, okay, listen, I am a leader. All right? I have to lead my community. I have to lead my friends. I have to show by example.
My family.
I sat there for years telling my friends, guys, watch, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And I was like, but are my actions representing that? Kind of. Not 110. Now I'm 110% in. You know, I barely get to speak to a lot of people, but they know the love I have in my heart for them. You know, they know when I talk to them, even, listen, most of my friends, I don't talk to them, maybe months go by. I don't get to talk to them. And as soon as I pick up the phone, they hear my voice, they already know. They feel like I've never even left them. They know the love I have for them, right? But I'm leading by actions. I want to influence people, all right? I want to influence people. It is possible. What is possible? It doesn't matter your circumstances. Doesn't matter where you come from. Doesn't matter who your parents were. Doesn't matter anything. That doesn't matter. It only matters what you're willing to do. It's only matter what is inside of you. We all have that power. We all have that power. Guys, step up. Step up. Shout out to the guys that are stepping up. I don't like stepdads. You know why? You know what? You know why the word stepdad or stepfather? That it should be step up father. That's the guy that decided to step up for the guy that's lack. Right? Think about it. That's the guy that decided to step up. Shout out to all the step up dads out there. Shout out to all the step up dads out there. All right? You decided to step up. You're a true leader. Listen, it's one thing to raise your own kid. But it's another thing to raise somebody else's kid as if it was yours. That's righteousness right there, buddy. Believe me, that does not go unnoticed. Believe me when I tell you. That is some real stuff right there. Believe me when I tell you.
Thank you for stepping up.
I respect that to 100. Listen.
Thank you.
Listen, shout out to, you know what?
Shout out to Jose.
Yeah, but you know what? I had a good influence in my life. I had a good influence in my life. You know what I mean? You know, my mom had her mixes of bad men in her life, but, you know, she also had a man that stepped up. You know, and it took me to have 3 of my own kids to understand what he went through. And it took me to step up, right? To step up. And now I recognize what he went through with us. When he stepped up.
Step up, Dad, before I had my own.
Absolutely.
Dad,
shout out, Dad.
to you.
That's right.
You stepped up.
That's right. That's stepping into a leadership position. You know, sometimes when I talk about leadership position, people always think I'm talking about business because, you know, people know how I love business. But it's not, you know, business. It's in life. Life. Step up.
Take charge.
Listen, we're lacking leaders in this world. We're lacking leaders in our community. We're lacking leaders in our home. Over 60% of American homes are fatherless. There's no leader in the house. Women are forced to step up. You know, causing stress, causing anxiety, causing depression. It wasn't even your fault. You know, the leader abandoned ship. That's how I look at it. They abandoned ship. That's okay. But you stepped up as an individual. And you did what you had to do. Don't feel bad for that. You know, you have to recognize that if you could do that, if you could play the role of 2 parents, you're an amazing leader already. You're an amazing leader already. You just stepped up for another person that decided to lay down with you and have kids. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man.
Shout out to the single moms that stepped up.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry I'm kind of going in on this.
Everywhere, but it all has to do with being
leadership.
A leader.
Being a leader, man. Be a leader in your community. Be a leader in your house. If you can't lead your home, you know what? Somebody told you can't lead your home. How can you lead your business?
Boom.
You know what I'm saying? It starts at home. It starts at home, guys. You know, it starts at home, man. Listen, by the way, you know, I'm going to drop. You know, guys, get with me. You know, I'm doing a leadership call for men. You know, I'm all about that, empowering guys to step up and be a leader. You know, I feel that society wouldn't be where we're at right now if men would know their place, man. We are so valuable, man. We were designed to lead, not to settle, not to, you know, not just to sit there and like, yes, sir, no, sir. Listen, I got a story real quick for you guys. I know I'm probably going over my time, but listen, I have a story. Late last year or whatever, I decided to pick up a job, right? So I'm like, listen, I'm going to go sell cars. I'm a beast at selling cars, man. I got trophies on the wall. Believe me, that's my world, right? So I go to a car dealership here locally. I'm in there for 2 weeks. 2 weeks I was in there, right? The owner is an egotistical millionaire. He's a millionaire, okay? And he has the dealership because he likes cars. But he has 3 sales guys in there, a sales manager, and a finance guy. He comes in the second week. He was on vacation. He comes in that Monday morning, calls everybody into his office, and starts verbally abusing everybody. Just cursing at everybody. He's cursing at grown men like they're his children. He tried it with me. As soon as he pointed at me and started cursing, I stood up and said, listen, this is ridiculous. All right? I'm sorry. Thank you, but no thank you. There is no money you can pay me to verbally abuse me. As from a man to a man. Not going to happen. Sorry. Not going to happen. You know? I am a leader. All right? And true leaders don't yell. True leaders don't boss you around. True leaders build leaders. Like the Bible says, right? Iron sharpens iron, and man shall sharpen man. That's it. You know, so, I mean, there's no way, guys. And I seen these other men with their heads bowing down to this man. And I was just so disappointed. I was so disappointed when I looked at these grown men and they're sitting there getting scorned. Man, is it that serious? Like, you don't feel you're worth more than that? Like, you could go work anywhere. Like, you could go get to any dealership. There's hundreds of dealerships out here. You know, like, there's no way. Listen, what I'm saying is step up. Don't let people walk all over you. All right? Step up. Stand in your truth. Stand in your truth, man. That was, listen, man, that's, to me, you know, guys, you know what? Think about it, right? Jesus was persecuted, man. He was persecuted. He stand in his truth. And he stand up for what he believed in. You know what I'm saying? So you have to stand up for what you believe in and do what's right. And if you're out there and you're doing something that you know is wrong, because we all been there. We've all been there. If you're doing something currently right now that you know is wrong, and it doesn't sit good in here, doesn't sit good at here, but you choose with this to block it out of your heart, right? To, you know, think otherwise, keep your mind distracted at all times so you don't think about what you're doing, the wickedness that you're doing, or you're taking part in. Or even if you're not taking part in it, if you're hanging out with people that are doing the same thing and you know they're doing it and you don't say nothing to them, you're not being a leader that you should be, man. That's why it's not sitting in right here, man. You know, like I said, we've all been there. I've been there. Trust me, I've been there.
Me too. And
for people that really know me and know me all my life, know that I've been there. But I stepped up and said, you know what, this ain't right. This ain't right. There's no integrity in this. I can't feel good at night about this. I have to leave. And that's it. Guys, I walked away from jobs. I walked away from $80K a year. It could have been, by now, been 6 figures a year. Because it just didn't sit right here. It didn't sit right. It just didn't sit right with me. You know, some people are like, oh, you're crazy. That's a lot of money. I would walk away. So what? So what? It has to sit right here, man, because you got to be good, man. I'm telling you, be a leader, step up, step into your leadership power, guys. As far as business goes, yes, if you decided, if you committed to business, guys, if you started a business, right, and it's getting hard for you, you know, whether it's offline, online, period. I've been there dozens of times, guys. I started a business. I had a vision, right? Things don't go as I planned. I go into a roadblock. And I start feeling disappointed in myself. I start getting discouraged. Should I be doing this? Am I better off working a job? What should I do? Should I give up? Should I just sell everything? I've been there. No. The answer is no. Step up. Step into your leadership power and say, no, listen, leaders find solutions. Leaders find solutions. That's what leaders do. They find solutions to problems. That's what business is. The bigger the business, right, the bigger the problem. The bigger the problem, and you solve that problem, the bigger you'll be rewarded for it. That's all business is. Either you're providing a service or product, right, some sort of knowledge, something. You're providing something. School is a business, right? They provide knowledge, right? You see what I'm saying? So that's all business is. You're solving problems. You know, so all great businessmen are great leaders. because they know how to solve problems. Proven fact. You know, guys, so if you stepped into a leadership position, you signed up for it, don't back down. Don't back down from that. You're in it. You got to be in it to win it. Yeah, things are going to get rough. Yeah, things are going to be non-understanding. Figure it out. Guys, we have the computer. We have the power of the internet. We have Google. When I was a kid, I had to figure something out. We had an encyclopedia. Who remembers an encyclopedia? You know what I mean? There would be encyclopedia, dictionaries. I had to look it up. You know what I'm saying? Now we have the internet. You know, my kids, they come to me all the time. Oh, Dad, I can't figure this out. Google it. Look it up on YouTube. Google and YouTube are your best friends, guys.
Leaders figure shit out.
Leaders come up with solutions and they handle problems. That's what we do every single day. You know, once you figure that out, you'll be fine. You know, step into your power. Don't be afraid. Be yourself. Be yourself. Don't be anybody else. They can only be one of you because there's only one of you. Be authentic. People see right through that. You know, don't try to be somebody else. Be you. Speak from the heart. When you speak from the heart, people are going to feel it. And they're going to be like, man, this guy's authentic. This woman's authentic. This business is authentic. You know, these people are authentic. And they're magnetized to that, right? They're magnetized to that. Think about it. So if you're in business and whatever business you're representing, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're an online marketer, whether you're network marketer, affiliate marketer, whether you're offline, whether you're a barber, a tow truck driver, whatever you do, you work for yourself. You gotta speak from the heart, man. When you take care of clients, hey, I'm here to solve your problems. What do you got? Okay, your car's broken. I'm a mechanic. I'm gonna fix it. Don't worry. I'm not gonna cheat you. I'm not gonna tell you it needs all this extra stuff just to take your money. Do it with integrity. It'll take you way further, guys. With integrity. Remember, a steady nickel. A fast dime will never be a steady nickel. A fast dime will never be a steady nickel. Remember we're kids. The story, what is it? The tortoise and the hare, right? The race. You know, the rabbit was trying to go so fast, burned himself out, thought he'd take a break, he fell asleep. The tortoise just came and passed it right on and finished the finish line, right? Slow and steady wins the race, man. So step into your leadership power, guys. Is it time? The time is now. When will be the time? If it's not now, when?
Today.
Step up. Step up. Step up. Be a leader, guys. You got anything else to say?
That was awesome.
All right, guys, listen. Remember, it's not what you know, it's who you know. It's all about your network. All right, we have our next network mixer is in another week, the 12th. Guys, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that hopped on this or whatever, we'll send you we'll send you an invite. All right, these are things, some of these things we talk about on the mixer. We talk about business, we just connect. Leadership. We work with leaders, guys. If you're a leader out there and you want to connect with other leaders, connect with us, all right? That's what we do. And other than that, God bless. Have a great day. We have to go keep hurricane prepping over here, all right? Jennifer's going to be telling me when we get off this, oh, my God, babe, Irma, babe, it's coming, babe. You know? I love her, man. Listen, guys, I love you guys. God bless you, and I'll see you guys later, all right?